canvas.
Would you care to step outside?
Superman!
What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing out there? Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, to another great epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Yes. Sorry about that. I started the show and I was like, wait a minute, the sound is not right. And I looked down and my whole sound device was unplugged. And so I was like, dang, I'm not going to be able to hear nothing. I'm not going to be able to say nothing. They're not going to be able to hear me, but I got it working. So I really do appreciate you guys' patience. What is going on? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to all of you guys. Y'all, we are talking Invincible Season 2, Part 2, Episode 5, titled This Must Come as a Shock. The Grayson household is upended when Mark returns to Earth with surprising new responsibilities. The Guardians of the Globe face dangers both at home and away. My goodness gracious, guys, that was a hell of an ending. That was a hell of a conclusion to this episode 5, and I cannot wait to be talking to you guys about episode 6. Today is episode 5, of course, but tomorrow around the same time, same place though, 7:30 p.m. CST, I will be going live tomorrow to talk about episode 6 in full spoiler form, full spoiler discussion. So make sure you check out the episode before you come through so you can check out all of this spoilery goodness. But today, guys, we will be talking about episode 5. Also, in the realm of comic book news, also, I'm covering X-Men 97 on my channel, the new Marvel animation show that premiered on Disney Plus this morning at 2 p.m. CST. I have the first 2 episodes recap, review, reaction on my channel. So go ahead and check that out if you are a fan of X-Men, because I am. I really did enjoy the first 2 episodes. I enjoyed the first 3 episodes. Shout out to Disney. They helped your boy out and let me see the first 3 episodes. So I'm going to be covering that as well. And also go check out the replay for Super Duper number 39. You see all of the images on the screen. Those are just some of the topics that we talked about. So I probably will be doing a Super Duper episode tomorrow, Thursday as well. It just depends on if more topics come up, because I can only find 2. If you want to know what those 2 are, you got to come through tomorrow. But in the meantime, guys, we will be talking about Invincible episode 5. I did send out the invite. Don't know if anyone will be showing up today, but just in case, Ron Burger, do I need your help?
If I'm gonna do this, I'll need my news team at my side. News team, assemble! News team, assemble!
Thank you so much, Ron. I really do appreciate it. And so we are going to see how all that pans out. But guys, just to let you know, I'm going to be spoiling this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. So when we left off at the end, part 1 of season 2 for Invincible, Mark flew across space, flew across the galaxy, and he ran into the alien race known as the Thraxans, those blue purplish bug creatures, and he found his dad there, Mr. Omni-Man, that has procreated with this alien race and has a son. Mark has a young brother by now, and we don't have a name for his character yet, but my goodness gracious, can the trauma stop? What is Mark going to do? What is Mark's mom going to do, Debbie, when he arrives back on Earth with this son? And Mark gave his dad a hug. And just from everything that his dad did in season 1, I just don't see how he could have given his dad a hug. I mean, I know that's your dad, but your dad is evil. That he did the most unforgivable sin known to man. And in my opinion, there's just no coming back from that. I mean, you said that his mother was a pet. You beat the hell out of your own son himself, Mark. You destroyed hundreds and thousands of lives in whatever city they live in and just had no remorse. You were just cold with it. I mean, it doesn't get any worse. It doesn't get any worse. But the Viltrumites tracked him down. They had a nice fight. It was very entertaining. I really did enjoy it. Like, hey, Mark, you have to throw down, man. If you do not kill these people, they are going to kill you. You got to stop all this nice stuff and trying to apprehend them. This is serious life or death. Okay, these people, my people, the Viltrumites, your people, in a way, in the sense, they're not effing around, man. You gotta get it done. And Mark, he came through in the clutch. Omni-Man did get kicked in the back. All dude was holding his intestines and falling over, but the Viltrumites took his dad away, and we don't know if he's gonna live. And the Viltrumite was telling Mark, like, hey, it is what it is. We're gonna take your father. Okay, we're going to execute him. We're going to punish him. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But you need to take over your father's role and get the earth ready for our invasion. If you don't, we're going to kill you too. And Mark is in the pickle right now. He's in the pickle, and he somewhat feels responsible, for everything that's happening with this alien race, these Thraxans, these bug creatures. But his, I guess you can consider it maybe his stepmother. This bug lady, like, hey, I got this little blue purple boy. He's your brother. I need you to take him to Earth with you, for protection. He's like, what is going on, man? Wait a minute. You asking a lot right here. I don't know you, woman. I don't know this little boy. He is not my responsibility. I know technically he is my brother, but this is a lot. Why can't you take him over? Well, our lifespan is not that long. Yeah, your father was going to raise, your brother, our son, but he's taken away by his own people, and he is going to be executed. And so where does that leave us? This is Mark and Debbie. They need all the therapy. Seriously. How do you get over something like this? I mean, like I just said, your father already did the most unforgivable thing imaginable. They're just one of the biggest sins. And then you find out that he flew across space, not to feel bad, not to be in solitude. And he is trying to do right by these people, but he knocking boots with another woman, with another alien race, not even remotely close to the same species, and now has offspring and wants you to take over. So this is just asking a lot, man. I really feel sorry for Mark. I really do. He's a teen. Well, he's in college now, but he can still be a teenager in college. He's probably 18 or 19 years old. And so that's just awful, man. All that is being asked for him. He wanted to do this. He kind of wanted to be in the fight, but it's just asking for a lot. And I kind of like it as well. This is very entertaining. We got 19 people watching right now. Shout out to you, Def Rocker. You still watching season 2? I'm waiting for season 3. Of course, I'm still watching season 2. Yeah, I mean, we're in the middle of season 2. Only one episode has come out for part 2. So yeah, I am still waiting. What's up, Zia's Hunt? Season 2 is not done. Yeah, exactly. What's going on, Zia's? How you doing? This episode puts an end to Ant-Man versus Thanos debate. I do like that right there. Yeah, good comment. You're talking about I forgot that character's name. The character that can shrink to the size of an ant, the size of a bug, and get big. What is her name? It's not Kate. Of course, it's not Mark. It's not Nolan. It's not Debbie. It's not Amber. It's not Monster Girl. It's not Cecil. It's not Adam Eve. It's not Rexplode. Not Donald. It's not Black Samson. The Mahler twins. It's not Duplicate. What is her name? I forgot. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about though. Help me out. I'm tripping. Zarb, he hooked up with the bug lady. He left his pet wife for a pet. Right. I mean, that's crazy, man. Give me the human-like characters, please. The humanoids. I don't want to be smashing no bugs and all that. That's just not going to work for me. Simshaw, how's it going, Brandon and Chat? It's going pretty good. Thank you for being here. But this is asking for a lot. When Mark did arrive back on Earth, I will say that Debbie, what is it? Shrinking Ray, is that her name? I can't even think of it right now. So, my bad on that. Zia says, I love how in the mid-credit scene, just the removal of a beard and the fact that a man had a mustache confirmed him as a Viltrumite for Alan. He did kind of look like that, though. As soon as they removed the beard, I was just like, wait a minute, why does he look like a Viltrumite now? He kind of just resembled all of the other characters. But it is quite funny, though. It's kind of just like Clark Kent and Superman, glasses versus no glasses in the curl, at the front of his hair, but I understand where you're coming from. I do. But like I was saying, Debbie is taking the news much better than I expected. I can imagine her, any other woman, just wanting to throw the baby out the window. F this baby, but she's taking the baby in, feeding him. Just like, hey, a baby like this needs round the clock care. He's small. This is your younger brother. I'm a nice person. We have to look out for this child. I can't just leave him alone, for him to, just shrivel up and fly away in the wind or anything like that. So that just kind of shows the depth of her character and just how nice of a person she is. And that makes you just feel sorry for her even more, that she was taken advantage of by Nolan like this for all these 20 plus years. I believe they was together for 20 plus, 24, 25 years, because Mark is 18, 19 himself. And of course they, was probably married a few years before that. So yeah, they need all the therapy. Who has it worse though? Debbie or Mark or Debbie? They both feel like crap and I don't blame them. But Mark, I also like Mark though. When he was on Thraxin, trying to help the bug people out, he had his little motion shirt on, looking all swole and stuff like that. They fixed him a ship and he didn't want to go back to Earth. He was like, no, I still feel like I have a responsibility here to help you guys. I was kind of laughing, like, he was a really confusing. I thought that Mark would be happy that we're going to send him home and he's not. And so I kind of got a little laugh. I kind of got a little tickle out of that, but as we're finding out about his younger brother, I'm really curious to see how fast he's going to age, because they said, that by the time he's able to form his first sentence, his mother's already going to be passed away. And so not only that he's a part of this boy culture, he's also mixed with a Viltrumite blood as well. So, Mark is half Viltrumite, half human. He's half Viltrumite, half bug person, or half Thraxin, if that's the name of the culture. So I'm really interested in seeing, how his character is going to develop. I know I have seen episode 6 and half of episode 7. And so I'm trying not to spoil it, but I can't remember if they revealed this in this episode or number 6, but I'll just say a little preview. There's something that his baby brother can't do that normal humans and Viltrumites can do. And it's something that you would never think of. I'll just say that it has to do with the eating, so I kind of found that interesting. Now, another character I want to talk about is Donald. Donald. I really do like Donald. He's kind of like the Agent Coulson, from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In this Invincible show. Agent Coulson died and then he came back through the Tahiti program. If you did watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the same thing here with what is it? I just forgot. I just said his name. Donald. I'm tripping on Donald. Now, would you guys want to know the truth or not? Let me know. Would you want to know the truth if you died and came back, or if you are somewhat of a clone or some type of a cyborg or something like that? Would you want to know the truth? You got to be honest, because ignorance can be bliss. I want to be educated. I want to know the truth for the most part, but at the same time, if there is something that I have absolutely no control over what at all, I don't know. I may want to choose ignorance, Now but at the same time, Nobody can control who their family is. Nobody ever in human existence can control who their family is, who their mother is, who their dad is, who their brother is, who their sister is, etc. Nobody can control that. Nobody asked to be here. So you will want to know, for the most part, who your family is, who your mom and dad, and you can't have anything to do with that, but you would still want to know. So it just really depends on what it is. But I got to give it to Donald, man. When he was in the basement or in that facility, that government facility with Cecil, sir, I have a bone to pick with you. Can we please talk? Not right now, Donald. Don't you see that I'm busy with something? He's like, everybody out of the room right now. You know, Donald and Cecil was like, okay, you have my attention. You know, hey, this does not make any sense. When Omni-Man blew up the surveillance house, I should have been gone. I should have been out of there. And Cecil's, and lying to him. And he's like, well, explain this, and shows the mechanics in his arm. I love the way Donald checked his ass. I do. And Cecil lied to him like, hey, you're a cyborg, like Omni-Man, stopped majority of the blast, of the damage, and we took what's left with you and put it in this robot right here. He's still lying to him. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear from y'all though. What you want to know? What you want to know? I want to hear from you guys. The title card is showing us Mark's change of personality and change in suit color. Okay, I think Donald has had at least one other robot. Maybe. Body, Cecil days something. Cecil says something close to is much better than your old one when talking about the robot on the table, which is the same model they put in Donald. So he had a worse robot in prior. You would choose ignorance? Okay, I ain't mad at you. I ain't judging nobody. I am not judging. I ain't gonna be like, well, you don't want to know the truth. I'm not judging nobody, man. That is a large pill to swallow. You don't want to know, Jenna? Okay, you don't want to know. I don't know. I'm on the fence right now. I don't know if I will want to know. I don't know if I would want to stay ignorant. It just depends on the subject matter, man. It just depends. Some stuff I would want to know the truth. Some stuff I just probably would choose ignorance. You know what I'm saying? But we also found out Mark has been gone for about 2 months. He done failed all the tests. He done failed all the quizzes. He's on academic suspension, trying to get caught up. Cecil, how y'all feel about Cecil? Y'all, I like Cecil, but I don't. I understand that he's in an interesting position. He has a lot of authority. He's basically Nick Fury from Marvel, the MCU. Sam L. Jackson, pretty much kind of the same character, but he has a lot of responsibility, and he has a hard job. But can he be a little bit nicer with everything and his delivery and his approach and all that stuff? Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But he's trying to take over. He's trying to take over the baby, Mark's brother. And Mark is like, you already know, don't you, that I have a younger brother and this and that. He's like, yeah, we got surveillance over here on Debbie and all this stuff. We're gonna go and take over the baby. And he's like, no, you're trying to call him off and all that. I like Mark for that. Like, bro, let me breathe. Like, hey man, you don't want to ask for this. But think about this though. And in a sense, I kind of agree with Cecil, because at the end of season 1 and the beginning of season 2, Mark was begging Cecil, put me in the field. I want to fight. I want to be involved. I want to be a guardian. I want to do this. I want to do that. Cecil told him and begged him, Mark, no, chill, bro. You need to chill. You need to relax. You need to take a breather. You need to go on vacation. And Mark bugged him and bugged him and bugged him and bugged him to put him in the field. And now that he's being put in the field, now he want to dial it back. Cecil was right as far as that's concerned. He told him it was going to be a lot of work. Mark didn't want to listen. Now Mark's like, he's like, hey man, we need you to go to space. We got these aliens from Mars coming. I just got back from space, Cecil, but goddamn it, you should have listened to me the first time. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to listen. So I'm with Cecil on that as far as I'm concerned. Now, we also got to talk about the relationship between Mark and Amber, which I did not like her at all in season 1. I felt that she was a complete butthole, but I have different feelings about her now. I still think that a better relationship would be between Eve and Mark because they're able to understand each other more. And Amber is being sympathetic, but she's not a superhero. She's not a supervillain. And she is understanding, but I kind of thought they was going to break up, but they didn't. They're trying to work it out, and she's talking about all the excuses that she has to give her friends. Oh, where's your boyfriend? Where's Mark? Oh, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's out of town, yada yada yada. You know, and I think it was episode 3 or 4 where they had sex for the first time as well. She had no pang pang boom boom in months. So she's all horny and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. I wonder if somebody else is knocking it down while he over there saving the world and as in space and things of that nature. But how do y'all feel about Amber? I mean, do y'all have a favorite character in the show and a least favorite character? I asked y'all that about Cecil and Amber. Also, guys, let me know whether you're watching via live on the replay. Who would you rather Mark be with? Would you rather him be with Eve or Amber? Let me know. Let me know in that comment section below. Again, I am very, very curious to know. And poor Donald, man, your boy Donald is having nightmares that the T-1000 robot is choking the hell out of him. That really does suck donkey balls. Nobody wants to be a part of that right there. I would be having horrible nightmares as well. That's just quite awful. Nolan saying, read my books, Mark. I started dying laughing. Why you start laughing? Why you start laughing? Cecil is like their comish Gordon. Right on, right on. Rex was great in this episode. I really did like Rex. I think Mark and Amber will break up by the end of the season. I think that is very likely. I think that's very likely. And sometimes, look, if people are not compatible or, I mean, it just really sucks sometimes when people have to break up sometime, not because they don't like each other, not because they don't care about each other, but because they're just on completely different, aisles on the spectrum. Just their lives are just so apart. And that's the case right here with Mark and Amber, because they do like each other a lot, but it's just, it's not going to work out. Now, how do y'all feel about the Guardians in training? Your boy, what is his name? The robot? I forgot, that stole Rex's looks. He made a body for himself in season 1. Is it Robot? Yeah, Robot. I can't remember if he has another name or not. I'm tripping. Please forgive me on that. But he is really, and he got to get that human mindset, because he is bugging the hell out of Monster Girl. Monster Girl's like, look, bro, okay, if you acting all this clingy like this off one date, we ain't gonna be, it ain't never gonna be another one again. You talking about you want to get rid of fear and all this? That's weird, buddy. We need fear, to get us through the day sometime, to get us through this and that. Fear is necessary. Fear is a necessary emotion. It can suck some. Why my mic way over here? It can suck sometime, when you're in the midst of fear, but it's a valuable asset because it can keep you on your toes and it can save your life. If you're not fearful, you can really be careless sometime and walk on a landmine and bam, game over. No coming back, no reset, no respawn or anything like that. So, but yeah, he is overstepping his boundaries big time, but he's gonna learn. So, and also, how do y'all feel about Robot and Monster Girl? Like, hey, what is his name? What is his name? Damn, the old man. He hundreds and thousands of years old. The leader of the Guardians right now, Immortal. I'm tripping. Immortal. They trying to train and stuff, and he, Robot is calling him out like, you're not being sensitive to Monster Girl's transformations. Is going to keep her younger. She wants to get older. How do you know? Shut up. We also got this Martian guy, he tripping and all of that. But I like it. And I got to go back to Jenna James' comment, because Rex was pretty good in this episode. He is not, I mean, he still has his personality, but he is maturing a lot. He is not being such of an a-hole. And so I got to give it to him. I really do like the scene where he showed up at Eve's home in the bedroom. You know, he wasn't trying to, you know, be perverted or weird or anything like that. You know, even though he may have come across that way, he had good intentions. But at the same time, just because you have good intentions that's not an excuse just to do whatever the hell you want. You know, you can still make somebody uncomfortable, and you never want to do that at all, not even once. And so you got to be honest with with yourself there. So honestly, I can't trust a girl that too many straight guy friends, best friends. That's a guy at that. That's how their relationship reminds me of. Who are you talking about? Help me out. Who are you talking about? But I do like this though. By the time season 3 comes, about Mark and Adam Eve will be together or in the cusp of. Yeah, I can dig it. I think it's less that the Lizard League somehow got stronger, and more that the Guardians left their 3 weakest members behind to fight them alone. Rex may have the firepower, but he's just as weak. Well, that's a decent observation. I'm not necessarily mad at you for that right there. So yeah, they didn't have the most organized group of people together to fight that group of people, the Lizard League, but it is what it is. So Mark and them, they get the message like, hey, y'all got to go to space again. Okay, we got these aliens coming from Mars, these Martians, and they got these sequids, and if they get a hold of one person, game over. And we can't have that. We can't have this.
Game over.
No, we can't have that right there. We can't have that. But I do like the Martian. He is a coward, but he is also very funny. I like how Black Samson called him out like, we got some Mars aliens coming. I wonder if we have a Martian here that has some intel, and everybody calling him out. He didn't know about it, but Cecil had all the intel. Cecil should have told everybody, he should have put him on game, in my opinion. So that's quite interesting right there to me. But what do you guys think? So what is her name again? The shrinking girl. Let's see here. Shrinking Ray, Shrinking Ray duplicates and Rexplode stay behind while everybody else goes to Mars. And they get attacked. I like how smart they are. Eve is like, hey, everybody to me right now, get close. She creates the bubble around them and they go in. Guys, they should have had a better briefing on what to do and not to do. They had the Martian there, but didn't give them the information. They got the other black guy in there that smashed the sequids and let them know, like, no, they share a hive mind. Now all of them know that y'all are here, and they were just stuck out fighting for their lives. But it was quite dope. You would think that they would be able to handle all that, man, but these sequids are they're not giving up easy. And so it was a nice fight. It was. I really did enjoy it. But what I also really like is Rex was bluffing. He thinking they just going to be chilling and parlaying on Earth, having a good time. But the Lizard League attacks that establishment, and they are strong as hell. They are getting their asses whooped. I did not expect this. I did not expect Duplicate to die. She was really giving her all. They trying to order pizza and garlic knots, but no, they got to save the day. And I'm just thinking they're going to wash through them pretty easily. But no, that wasn't the case, man. They got their asses handed to them. And I was not expecting that. Right now, it looks like all three of them died. Duplicate got smashed. Shrinking Ray got eaten. And Rex got his hand eaten off. Now, he did kill the big guy, but he got blasted in the back of the head, man. I was not expecting all that. I really wasn't. I really wasn't. That was that was a lot right there. And you know, they're not doing well on Mars either. And so we're going to see how things play out in the next episode. But or is Rex dead? Because they cut the episode off right there at the last minute. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Do I have any final thoughts? But it was a good ass episode. It was very intense, very enjoyable. I really did like it because this is no horse bar over here. You know, there's a lot of death. There's a lot of destruction. This is rated R, NC-17, blood, guts, and glory, sex, profanity, just all kind of stuff. If you say that you have a superhero fatigue, you might as well throw that crap away, because this show right here is just completely unexpected from all areas. You know, you don't know what's going to happen with these characters. And so I really enjoyed it. And like you said, who was it? Was it Jenna or Zias that was talking about, who was that that made the comment earlier about Alan, early in the episode, about the beard and the Viltrumite? I'm trying to find that comment. But that's, you know, Alan woke up swole as hell, just, you know what I'm saying? And oh man, he said you can fight Viltrumites now. He's like, I'm sorry I gambled with your life. I took your life support away because you was either going to die or you was going to come back stronger than ever. And so we're going to see how strong Alan is now and if he's able to throw down with a Viltrumite. But I really did enjoy this episode, guys. Let me see here. And vulnerable as a normal human, making him basically a glass cannon. Shrinking Ray and Duplicate are pretty much the opposite. They're good at evasion and survival, but they really don't pack any sort of punch, meaning that it's just a matter of wearing them out and pinning them down. Every other member of the Guardians has some measure of both offensive and defensive capabilities, which is why any of them, aside from maybe Shapeshift, could potentially solo the Lizards. Good observation right there. I like that. But I mean, I think that they'll be able to pack a punch just with more experience, you know, in the months to years to come. But it seems like they're dead now. So I don't know. But good comment. I am holding out hope. The original Duplicate is Zero living on the island in seclusion. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. But guys, that is going to wrap it up for my Invincible Season 2, Part 2. Episode 5 recap for This Must Come as a Shock. I will be back tomorrow. So yeah, this was episode 5 right here. I will be back tomorrow for episode 6 episode 6 of Invincible. So make sure you guys come and check that out. I know episode 5 came out 6 days ago, but I'm gonna be same day with my live recap coverage for episode 6. And also check out my coverage for X-Men 97, X-Men 97 episodes 1 and 2. I'm loving the show so far. Episode 3 was good as well. That comes out next week. And I may be doing a super duper episode number 40 tomorrow. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's just my opinion. Peace out. And I'll see you next time.